Hi, this is Sandy with SDS Digital and the Accord Sequarallel. This is the fourth and final video on remote controlling the Sequarallel via MIDI, covering the record key. As in the previous video, make sure the track remote is enabled by selecting an offset. I have added a couple of TRAX trackers and a layer quick box button. At this point, you'll want to set your size and clock rate for the TRAXs and layers bar size for record. I just left them at the defaults, but the layer has the append feature turned on, so there's the option of expanding the size. In the global TRAX record setting, even though not part of the track remotes, I have set it to use note lengths as a personal preference. These control notes also have been set up to assist in the TRAX recording. These are for the channel being used to record to TRAX, not the remote control channel, which is 16 at present. TRAX switches to whatever channel you send it. TRAX 2 has a simple drum loop to keep tempo. I designed a cute module called the Rechan module that allows quick selection of MIDI channels, as my keyboard requires menu diving to do this. Most keyboard controllers aren't that way anymore. I have set up the 4 TRAX record control keys as such, way up at the top end. These are covered in an earlier video, but pretty easy to remember. Delete just erases steps while held down. Stack, when double tapped, will stack notes onto the tracker lanes until there's no room left. And cycle, double tapped, adds notes to lanes in a cycle, overwriting previous notes unless there's already that note in the step. Recall is not applicable here unless the TRAX editor is being displayed, so it won't be used. Pressing any of these 4 without double tapping will reset the way TRAX populates the grid to default, just overwriting the step with whatever notes are in at the time. So let's hit the play key. To record on one of the tracks, hit the record key, then the track you want to record to. TRAX 1. Now switching away from the remote channel to channel 2. Then play it in. I forgot that the song effect swing setting is up quite a bit. TRAX being a tracker and record note delay being off is a rigid quantizer. So setting the stack will fill track steps by stacking notes. I'll try to fix the bass notes. Oh well. With no stacking or cycling, new notes could overwrite steps. It's important to change back to the remote channel before hitting a TRAX remote key, if doing it this way. Now let's arm layer 1 to record from channel 3. Layer 1 is quantizing to 1/8, so will sound good even with my not so wonderful playing today. And channel 4. Playing over the layer loop point will cause an append, making it 8 bars long. Holding the track key turns off record, but will also toggle as of version 1.6. Selecting another track to record will also reset the previous. So let's mute all that layer stuff and record to TRAX 2 where drums are. It's important to make sure the drums channel is about to be input, or that TRAX will switch away from drums and sound awful. Normally I'll patch a different MIDI keyboard into the link input so the channel doesn't need to be changed, but the breakout isn't in this rack, so That's the beauty of recording to tracks. It can be a very short sequence. Now back to recording layers. There's a new track remote key as of version 1.6 called Kill Last. This note, when followed by a layer tracks note, will kill the previous recordings one by one, just like in the panel QuickBox. It was not yet implemented here. So let's add some percussion to layer 1. Notice layer 1 is now 8 bars from our append earlier. Later on we could go and edit the layer step sequencer to thin this out, or we could have dispersed these recordings over 2 or 3 layer QuickBoxes. So let's add some piano on channel 5. Setting to mute, one can toggle between tracks by hitting both at the same time. Or use gate mute to momentarily unmute them. I covered this in the last video. This can be fun. Switching back to mute while holding the track keys will return to normal unmuted status. Just a little trick. Now for some playing around. TRAX Record will adopt whichever channel is presented to it. So I hope you have enjoyed this 4-part series on the MIDI remote control of the Sequarallel. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and hit the notification bell to be notified of any upcoming videos on any of our modules. Thanks for watching.